When it comes to understanding female psychology in the context of marriage, it's crucial to see the subtle, often overlooked ways in which women express genuine interest in a lifelong partnership. Women are intuitive, observant, and selective. They do not waste their emotional energy indiscriminately. Their actions are intentional, directed toward men they truly see as their future. Understanding these behaviors helps men recognize sincerity and build deeper, lasting connections. 1. They invest their time meaningfully. A woman who is serious about a man will prioritize her time for him. This isn't about being available 24/7, but about intentionally making space for him in her life. She will remember important dates, listen attentively to his concerns, and plan moments together. Time is her most valuable resource, and offering it signals trust and investment in a shared future. 2. They open up emotionally. Women guard their emotions closely. Sharing vulnerabilities, fears, and personal history is not something they do lightly. A woman revealing her deepest thoughts and insecurities demonstrates that she feels safe and sees a long-term connection with a man. This level of openness is rarely given to casual partners. It is reserved for those she envisions as a life partner. 3. They demonstrate sacrificial care. True interest is often seen in actions, not words. A woman may go out of her way to support her man emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even materially. She may adjust her schedule, compromise on personal preferences, or offer support in stressful situations. These sacrifices are not signs of obligation. They are voluntary acts of love reserved for someone she genuinely wants to build a life with. 4. They protect the relationship. Women who see a man as marriage material are highly protective of the relationship. They avoid unnecessary conflicts, work through misunderstandings thoughtfully, and set boundaries with others to maintain exclusivity. This protective instinct stems from a desire to nurture something long-lasting rather than fleeting. 5. They show consistent affection. Love and interest manifest in consistency. A woman serious about marriage will show affection not only in moments of passion, but in daily gestures, kind words, thoughtful actions, and small tokens of care. This consistent behavior is a hallmark of someone invested in building emotional intimacy for the long term. 6. They seek his happiness actively. A woman who is considering a lifelong partnership will actively contribute to her man's well-being. She will celebrate his successes, comfort him during failures, and encourage growth. Her joy often becomes intertwined with his happiness, a true indication of her intention to share a future together. 7. They introduce him to her inner circle. Family and close friends are not introduced casually. When a woman wants to marry, she intentionally connects her partner with the people who matter most in her life. This introduction signals trust and acknowledgement of the man as someone worthy of being part of her personal world permanently. 8. They demonstrate loyalty in subtle ways. Loyalty is shown not only in grand gestures, but in everyday decisions. She will prioritize honesty, avoid temptation, and maintain transparency in her actions. These behaviors indicate she sees the man as a permanent fixture in her life, not someone to entertain casually. 9. They communicate long-term intentions. Women serious about marriage naturally steer conversations toward the future. They discuss shared goals, life plans, and values to ensure compatibility. These discussions reflect a conscious effort to align lives for a potential lifelong commitment rather than engaging in fleeting romance. When a woman truly wants to marry a man, one of the clearest and most revealing signs is how she chooses to spend her time with him. Time is one of the most valuable resources any human can offer, and for a woman, giving it intentionally to someone is not casual. It is deliberate, meaningful, and reflective of her inner priorities. She is not merely filling hours or responding to convenience. She is creating moments that foster connection, intimacy, and trust. The investment of time is, in many ways, the foundation upon which deeper emotional and psychological bonds are built. When a woman prioritizes time with a man, it is a signal that she sees potential for a long-term, serious commitment, one that she wants to nurture with her full attention and presence. A woman who is serious about a man will make a conscious effort to include him in her life, not just in isolated or superficial ways, but in meaningful ways that reflect her intentions for the future. This does not mean she will abandon her life or responsibilities, but it does mean she will make choices that create space for shared experiences. She might plan time together around her schedule, rearranging commitments or dedicating evenings and weekends to connect. Every hour spent with him is a deliberate decision, not a casual occurrence. And this intentionality is rarely extended to someone she does not see as a long-term partner. By doing so, She communicates through her actions that this man matters in her life, and that she is willing to invest effort in building a relationship that can last. Time investment also shows itself in consistency. It is not about a one-time grand gesture, but about repeated, dependable presence. She will be there when he needs her, whether it is for support, advice, or simply companionship. A woman who genuinely wants to marry a man demonstrates reliability through her willingness to be present in small, everyday moments. She will remember important conversations, notice subtle changes in his mood, and take the initiative to check in or offer encouragement. These repeated actions accumulate over time, forming a pattern that signals her commitment and seriousness. It is in the ordinary, quiet acts of giving time that genuine intentions become visible, far more than in occasional displays of affection or attention. Moreover, the quality of the time she offers is just as important as the quantity. A woman who is invested will engage fully, focusing on meaningful interaction rather than passive presence. She will listen attentively, respond thoughtfully, and share experiences that deepen the connection. This quality of engagement reflects emotional investment. It shows that she values the man not only for who he is, but also for the potential of a shared life together. It is a conscious effort to create memorable, intimate moments that foster understanding and trust. When a woman does this consistently, it is a clear sign that she is envisioning a future with this man and sees him as more than a casual companion. He is a partner in a shared journey. Time investment is also reflected in the sacrifices she is willing to make. A woman serious about marriage will sometimes set aside personal preferences, social engagements, or leisure activities to prioritize moments with the man she loves. These sacrifices are not made out of obligation or pressure. They are voluntary choices motivated by her desire to nurture the relationship. She understands that meaningful connections require effort, and her willingness to adjust her life demonstrates the depth of her commitment. The more she prioritizes him within the context of her life, the stronger the indication that she sees him as a future partner. These choices are subtle yet profound indicators of genuine interest, because they reveal how she values the relationship in comparison to other aspects of her life. Investing time also includes the creation of shared experiences that build emotional intimacy. She will plan activities, conversations, or moments that foster connection, understanding, and enjoyment. Whether it is through simple gestures like cooking together, taking walks, sharing hobbies, or engaging in deep conversations about life, dreams, and values, these shared experiences are the building blocks of lasting partnerships. They create a shared history that strengthens emotional bonds and provides a foundation for future commitment. A woman who prioritizes these experiences demonstrates foresight, intentionality, and care, qualities that are essential for a stable and successful marriage. Furthermore, a woman's investment of time is often strategic and discerning. She does not give it away indiscriminately or waste it on superficial interactions. Instead, she evaluates the quality of the connection, observing whether the man reciprocates attention, respects her efforts, and shares similar values and intentions. Her time is a limited and valuable resource, and she will allocate it thoughtfully, ensuring that it contributes to the growth of a meaningful relationship. When a woman spends significant, consistent, and engaged time with a man, it is a clear signal that she sees him as a potential life partner and is willing to invest in a relationship that has real depth and longevity. Finally, the way a woman invests time also reveals her vision of the relationship's future. She consciously integrates the man into aspects of her daily life, building routines, habits, and shared memories that create a sense of stability and belonging. She does not simply pass time together, she cultivates experiences that demonstrate her commitment, care, and long-term thinking. This type of investment is not impulsive or superficial. It reflects emotional intelligence, foresight, and intentionality. Through these actions, she communicates a profound message that she is not merely interested in temporary companionship, but is seeking a partnership that can grow into a lifelong bond. In conclusion, the way a woman invests her time is one of the most reliable indicators of her true intentions toward a man. When she prioritizes, consistently engages, and sacrifices for the relationship, it reflects a level of commitment that goes far beyond casual interest. Understanding this aspect of female psychology provides men with insight into the sincerity and depth of a woman's feelings. Time is, in essence, a reflection of value. When a woman truly wants to marry, her time becomes a mirror of her intentions, a tangible expression of care, investment, and vision for a shared future. Recognizing and appreciating this investment allows men to understand the depth of her commitment and respond in ways that foster trust, intimacy, and enduring partnership.